everyone, it's Angela from Essence Salon and Sanctuary in London, Ontario. I'm here today to talk about products and just products in general, not a specific brand. The thing about product is, with the way today's world is, you really want to make sure that you know what you're putting on your skin and hair. So it's kind of like looking at food. You want to know what's in your food, so you'll look at the can or you'll look at the package or whatever to see what the ingredients are. You really need to do that with your products as well. Drugstore products generally are not great for you, and some of them are actually harmful to you. We definitely have had some people come in here with some damage in their hair because of them. We've had people come in and they've gotten shampoo in their eye from, like a drugstore place, and it actually burnt their retina, which is crazy, I know. We've had people in here where they didn't know what was going on. They had a lot of breakage and they had hair to like here, very fine, thin hair. And there was like hair about this long inside everywhere. And it was exactly that. It was breakage. And if you looked at it, it was really, really fine and thin. And what was happening was it was actually stripping the hair down. So it took away the cuticle and then it was wearing down the cortex layer. And then what happens is it snaps because it can't control it. And this was a very cheap shampoo. And that's the reality. The reality is it can severely damage your hair. We also have a lot of people coming here with like a lot of buildup. So sometimes there's waxes or mineral oils or stuff like that in products, and they coat your hair and damage it. And what happens is if you don't take care of that and you use it for years, it starts to make your hair feel, first of all, really thick. And your hair will start to have like a little curl. I don't know if you've ever noticed that on your own head, but there'll be like one strand that's just super tight curl. And what that is basically your hair can't breathe and it's strangled. So it can't breathe, so it's actually curling up on itself because there's no oxygen. And that's just your hair strand. You really got to think about your scalp there that way too. Your scalp can become clogged and can be, not have oxygen, and then it will let the hair strand go. And if it's not repaired or it's not hydrated in any way, it will actually close up and then you will not be having any more hair there. So it is a cause for hair loss as well. I'm sure a lot of people have, maybe they don't. I was going to say a lot of people have noticed that there's a lot more hair loss in the world, but because, hairdressing is our profession and hair is our life, maybe you don't realize that. Maybe we do because we're in that line of work. But I am here to say that is happening more and more. It's not just genetic anymore. It's products and it's clogging of the pores. It's breakage for the hair. And there is definitely things that can help you if you're having any of those issues. There are products that will help, but you do have to get on it. Men have 4 years to repair their hair loss if it's not genetic. Genetics is a whole different story. I'm not really talking about genetic. I'm talking about product wise and stuff like environmental wise and stuff like that. Genetic is genetic. So, but if you have, environmental problems or clogged scalp, clogged pores, if you have damage going on, which we can tell, there is products out there that will help you. Men have 4 years to repair the damage, and women have only 2 years to repair the damage. And I know women that's not fair. It should be equal at least, because, I think hair is extremely important to women and to men as well, but to us. But anyway, you have those amount of times to reverse or fix what's happening. And products, if it's a product thing, products are the answer. So you really want to just go and look what's on the ingredients list. So we have, this has a whole ingredients list. And some ones say first ingredient is water. And water is 75% of the bottle, generally. And they fancy it up too. They say aqua or whatever, udo, whatever, but it's water. And that's 75% of the bottle. The problem with water being the main ingredient of your shampoos and conditioners and stuff is that water is actually dehydrating, because we always want to be pH balanced with our hair care products. And hair is 4.5 to 5.5. Water is 7 at a neutral state. 7. Our skin is 4.5 to 6. Water is 7. So you're already doing something to the hair when you're just using a water-based product. And I think it's important to realize that for people that have any kind of texture, I'm not just talking about curls, I'm talking about texture in general. 65% of the world's population have texture in their hair, like a wave or something. It's going to make it more frizzy. It's going to make it more fuzzy. It's going to make it unmanageable because of the dehydration just in the water alone. I know that in products there are some pretty bad ingredients as well, so make sure that you're really looking. And where the product is on the list is where it's going to tell you pretty much how much is in there. So the last thing on the list is the least thing in there. We've seen lots of products with aloe on the list, and it's like the last one. So that's a warning sign. It's just a little bit of aloe, and you can have, I believe, 5% or 1% or something like that of an ingredient, and say it's got that ingredient and say it's for whatever. So, a company might say we have aloe in our product, but really it's like 8th on the list, and there's really bad things before it. The aloe is not going to be able to do anything for you. So really, what's the ingredients? What's the list of ingredients, and where are they placed? This product is aloe based, so that's why I'm talking about that. And it's first on the list. So it means that it's based in aloe. Probably at least 75% of this is aloe. We can see there's citrus, lemon, fruit extract. There's so many things in this that are great for you, and that's the idea, to look at the ingredients list and make sure that your products are clean. So there's a difference between organic and clean. Organic is kept in your fridge. It has a very small life because it needs more preservatives to keep it longer. So you got to think of like food, like your meat, your dairy, whatever, right? There's a shelf life, and that's what really organic products are. You'd keep them in your fridge. However, there are clean products with organic stuff in them, and they have preservatives, and mostly you would look into it if you need to, but they would be food grade, and they would not be harmful to your hair. Oh my gosh. So it's really important to make sure that you're looking at your skincare, your hair, shampoo, conditioner, anything that you're putting on it for styling products, anything that you're doing with it, anything treatment wise or anything like that, because not all products are equal. And the higher concentrate a good ingredient is, the longer it lasts as well. So this, in particular, based in aloe, this one actually lasts 4 to 6 months, depending on how much you wash your hair. So when you break down, because it costs a little more, because the ingredients are better, when you break it down, it actually doesn't cost more. It's like investing in your hair and investing in your skin. And that's really what we're trying to do to begin with, aren't we? We're trying to make sure our color stays, make sure our hair looks shiny and healthy, make sure you can brush through your hair, all those things. So it's an investment, but it's important. I'm not going to go into all the, chemicals and stuff like that can be in things that we don't know the repercussions. We do know that there are harmful things in things and they can affect us. So why not go with the best things, right? We don't know unless you really deep dive into ingredients and you're that person, which I know lots of people are. But I just think just being aware of what's listed in your shampoos, conditioners, your, foam that you're putting in your curls, your volume, texturizing things, really be aware, because it's going to, keep your hair longer and give you that look that you're looking for, give you that shine, give you that health, and keep your scalp clear and clean. So it's really super important. And I hope that from now on, you will pay more attention to what's in your bottles at home. And remember that it might be an investment at first, but once you start using this stuff, you're going to feel amazing. Your hair's going to just feel amazing. Your skin's going to be wonderful. And that's really what we want. That's what we want. And why waste money on stuff that isn't going to do that for you and isn't going to be good for you? We're always looking to take care of ourselves, and this is one way you can. So look at the ingredients. Where are the ingredients placed? Invest in yourself. Have great hair and great skin. I hope everybody stays beautiful. See you next week.